Hey, soul siblings. It has been a really long time, and I am sorry for that. It's I had to do a lot of some dissertation research stuff, and that took a bit of a time, but definitely glad to be back with you. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading on the eclipse season that's going on right now. I don't know about y'all. I am feeling some really strong energies that are going on right now. And I'm just curious to see what Spirit has to say about what's going on. So as you see, I've got all these different oracle cards. So that's coming up. And we're going to see what all Spirit has to say. We're going to call in all of our archangels, angels, all of our spirit teams to help guide us in discerning what is going on during this eclipse season. What do we need to know about it, first of all? What are the things we should be looking out for? What are the things that we should be surrendering? We got a lot going on there. Just see if these ones are okay. Why not? We're going to trust the process. We've got some tea leaves here. This here is my own deck. And it's, really easy too. Like, you can just get, from Amazon or your favorite retailer, some blank cards and write down whatever you want. Sometimes that works really super well. And discerning next steps, Okay, I guess these want to come out. Okay, all right. Okay, why not? We got a lot going on here. We'll see what ends up happening. We've got some tea leaves, and I'm going to leave the tarot to our next time. And I've got these I Ching cards that'll kind of help with like where to go from and going to. We'll see what tea leaves end up popping out for us. We've got this bag that I'm going to go ahead and put these in. We'll go and see what ends up coming out. Help us, Spirit, with which that you would like to have for us today and otherwise. Let's see what ends up coming out to help guide us today. Okay. All right. Let's see what all we have. Got a lot going on, obviously. So let's start with this story. So we have wilderness. Mischief. Interesting. Stay on target. And injustice. Okay. So for some of you guys, it looks like there may be a wilderness season going on. When you kind of feel lost and there might be some mischief afoot. Some people might have some things going on in the background. People might be plotting a little bit, but the key here is to stay on target with this. Like, so that there isn't as much injustice. But let's keep looking at the cards here. Okay, we're going to do Moonology. Attend to the details. All right. Take inspired action. Both in Virgo. Interesting. Have detoxify. Trust all that will be well. Wow. Okay, Virgos. If there is a Virgo in the house, I'm like, this may be a message for you. But of course, this can just be with the energies that are on deck as well. So I'm hearing to avoid this injustice. It's going to be really important for us as a collective to attend to the details and really listen into our intuition on the next actions to take. Detoxify from this mischief, this negative energy that's around you. But overall, we need to trust that all will be well in the end. We're going to go from my regular deck here. So let's see what we have here. All right. We have so your heart's open currently right now. You do need to ground yourself. I think that will definitely help to curb some of this mischief that's going on, so you can stay on target. Look at that. So you're getting more of this universal shock energy. So there may be some of you who have been doing some Reiki work. But you know, in terms of the collective consciousness, you're being connected. I mean, just the thing that you're here tells you that you're being connected with all of us. But there's a lot of creativity and healing that is coming during this time as well as you detoxify, I'm hearing. And it's going to be this universal connection that helps to trust that all will be well. Okay, so there is some envy behind this. This is kind of that wilderness season, kind of talks to what I was saying, like there might be some things going on in the background. And as you ground yourself, you're gonna get some revelations, some very clear thinking. So don't doubt those ideas that just randomly come up in your head. Go for those ideas that you have that are sprouting up for you. Oh, you have protection. So know that that even though you've got this mischief going on in the background, even injustice for some of you, you are protected from this. Do you trust in that? Earth Star disconnected. So this speaks a little bit to why you need to ground yourself. It's a good time for you to go outside and really connect to the source of nature. But also there's some interesting things out there where you can get like a grounding pad. I actually ended up getting one that actually helped out pretty well for me, especially for those who are in really cold climates or really hot climates, or you can't go outside, you got a bunch of weeds outside or something. Check into some grounding pads. I'll put a link in the description below on the one that I've got. Lust. Well, maybe that might be some of the mischief that's going on right now. But we'll see what's going on a little bit later. Okay, so for some of you, there is some fogginess going on, and that could also be lended to the mischief going on. So I'm hearing that, the principalities and powers, right? One thing that happens when we are staying on target, it doesn't mean that there isn't, some things that are lurking, that are trying to keep you off course, that are trying to, I'm seeing like, the devil card, like those limiting beliefs may start coming back up. But you do have the power to walk outside of those cages. You have the key to it. You may have been blinded from the key that's within you. But right now, you may be disconnected from your higher self. So again, that grounding is going to help with that. And lastly, we have family. And what I'm sensing here with family, kind of dig into your ancestral roots. Like some of you may want to kind of check out like just your family history, but also there is some deep ancestral wisdom that is possible for you, and the more you ground yourself to connect to that Earth star, because that's where a lot of our ancestral energy comes from. You'll be able to get some of those insights. So we've got, these are our surrender cards, which these have been pretty good during my my time away. So let's see more. Surrender your ego. Let's see if you can see that. You can see a little bit of it. Let's see if we can move some of this up. So yes, during this eclipse season, it is going to be important for us to surrender our egos, which, I mean, hey, it's what it is. Oh, surrender to miracles. So there are some miracles that are on the way. I'll read this one. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And I mean, that's one thing too. I know that I was on, I felt as though I didn't really like deserve them. And, those, like, we can manifest in two different ways. We can manifest in ways of things that we don't want because we're thinking about that all the time. Or we can manifest the things that we do want. But us believing in those limiting beliefs, can be very attractive. But it's important to stay on target. Focus on the things that you truly want. Don't deny them. Don't think of them like that's self-indulgent, that's lustful. But really tap into the things that you truly want. If you want to have more time for for more of a work-life balance, and you are putting yourself in situations that will, take away from that, then yeah, that's when you need to ground yourself and find out whether you need to change your schedule, surrender to passion. Okay. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Oh my gosh. So yes, it said focus on the things that you want. So think about the things that that really fill you, That's cool. All right. Surrender worry. This one's always a hard one for us, right? Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. That leans into the detoxifying. Focus on the power of your heart, because your heart's open. And have faith that spirit is guiding you always. Trust that all is well. Love it. All right. Surrender fear. Yep, fear is definitely one of those big things, right? Let go of the fearful stories that you're telling yourself. Again, that self-sabotage. Stay in the moment. Stay on target. Focus on the solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Love that for us. Okay. Surrender to fear of change. So this is clarifying a little bit of the fear. So specifically, some of you may be worried not only just about fear in general, but fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear of aging or death. Repeat the affirmation. Stop it. I can't. I have to see it. I have faith that all is well. That is insane to me. Okay, so we're gonna put this right here if you guys can see it, so that we can see that it's trust that all is well connected there. Okay. I'm laughing. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. So, some of y'all might be a little bit hard-headed. I mean, I can say a lot of about myself. I'm laughing because it's like my husband just told me that the other day. But there are some times where, you know, we don't always have to be right. So this is a good reminder for us in this season, and it goes along with that surrender your ego. That's for sure. I don't think I read this. I'll read this since you can't see it, but we can put these together. So, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. Again, your heart's open, so you should be able to do this. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So I'm going to put this here with the surrendering your ego. Well, let's see what else we've got. Surrender negative thinking. There we go. Again, going along with the worry, you actually do have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thanks for sharing, and quickly refocus. Stay on target. Again, you remember I talked to you about how there are times where we might be manifesting the things that we actually don't want. The things that we're the negative thoughts. I was like, are thinking, oh, I know that this is going to happen. Like something bad is just lurking around the corner. Well, if you keep thinking that, it will actually happen. We are powerful manifestors. And so the universe can't tell the difference on if you want it or you don't. So the things that you continually think about are the things that we go towards. So surrender that negative thinking, especially during this eclipse season. I'm going to go and put that there. And surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage your relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So again, like this can lean a little bit into that fear aspect. Like perhaps you're afraid that you're going to lose that person, and so we grip on more tightly, right? But that's not going to help the situation, and in fact, it's going to reverse it. So again, in surrendering your fear, know that the only people that we can control is ourselves and our reactions. And yes, that may change some things. It may change some dynamics when you actually do set up your boundaries and you enforce them, but it will always be for the better, for sure. So we have some tea leaves to help us out right now. Let's see. I'm going to clarify injustice here. Wow. Okay. So someone is being extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So in terms of the injustice, this may be somebody in your life that truly won't change right now. And it is causing you injustice. And for some of you, this may be, I'm hearing, with a job, you may have sensed that things aren't, going well with a job, and you're just like, what is going on? And this might be the reason why this fear of change. You may know that there's, this job is not working for you, that they're stubborn, that they won't, like they see things as this is the only way that it's going to be, and you're going to have to really dig into the things that you want. You're recognizing that this may not be the best situation for you. And so I'm like, of course, I'm not telling you to quit your job or anything. It's more of really digging deep into figuring out whether this job or this business or this relationship is something that that you're willing to stay in, because at the end of, like, at the end of the day, this person right now, at least in this season, will not change. You can't change. You can't change that person. Surrender the control to control them. Like, you're not going to change that person. That person has to do that on their own. And so do like, don't be afraid to say, you know what, I can't deal with this anymore. To be able to really fill yourself, understand what you truly want. Listen to your heart. Your heart's super open. And so, so trust that. Trust what's in your heart, and, you know, the rest will follow. Misunderstanding. Nice. So there is some type of misunderstanding that's going on right now. I'm hearing this with mischief. This maybe I'm feeling like this is that clouded energy that we were getting, that fogginess that we have. Let's see if we can clarify a little bit more. Great happiness. Looks like that is on the way for us during the season. Oh, exciting events. So this is, this is with this. So there may be an exciting event that's going on, as long as you stay on target. And like, I'm hearing with the on target, it's like on target with, you know, what your soul's purpose is. So it may not be, you know, the target that, you know, this world has for us, right? Like, there's certain things that we may be called to, but, you know, the world may be like, oh, well, why are you doing it that way? If you're staying on target with your actual passions, you know, you're going to have some amazing happiness, especially in this season. So I'm going to put some of them here. So, oh, a meeting with a stranger could be important. We have, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, that's going to be the biggest thing for you. I mean, you got some envy around you and all of that. But like, you may be tempted to lower your standards, but again, like, surrender to what you want. Stay on target with that. And last is plenty of material things, and feeling that should go here. So, with this plenty of material things, I'm just feeling a lot of abundance that is coming on the way. But a lot of this is going to revolve around whether you decide, you know what, I am going to do what I feel called to do. And even though that might lead to some change that I'm not, you know, necessarily ready for, I'm trusting that, you know, the universal connection that I have with this divine oneness is going to help balance me and give me the revelations that I need right now. So, I am going to pull 2 of these I Ching cards. Cool thing about I Ching is that it kind of tells us as a collective where we are right now and where we are going. Okay. So I'm going to pull 2 of these cards, and then we'll read from the lines that are there. Okay. Let's see what ends up coming up. I see this one. Okay. So let's see what these ones have to say. All right, we've got the 35th, and we have the 56th. Okay, so let's see what it has here. So, as you see, it says, this is a time of quick and easy progress. Your ideas and suggestions will be accepted, and your loyalty and intelligence will quickly be recognized and honored. Communication is the most important thing right now. Participate in community life. Look out for like-minded people and exchange opinions. Remember, we had family here, so really lean into those people who feel like family. Support change in your surrounding by listening attentively and impartially. Find out what others regard as their future life. In your personal relationships, you will now recognize important aspects when you support others in their goals, and when you regard individual success as progress and honor for all. Leave no space for envy by, oh my gosh, envy. Leave no space for envy by gauging the situation impartially and in some disinterested way. You will find some inspired solutions. You may sometimes be so full of altruism that you find it difficult to care for your own interests. Wow, look at that. But in a wonderful way, you always get what you deserve. Your secret is that you are in harmony with yourself. Yes, remember, we're surrendering to your passions, not, seeing it as a lust, but really going after the things we want, avoiding that negative thinking, and staying on target with what we truly want. You're, but in a wonderful way, you always get what you deserve. Your secret is that you are in harmony with yourself and the powers that surround you. At such times, all good things appear of their accord. So now, with the I Ching, we're looking at the different lines that are different here. So it looks like we've got the third, and yeah, so it's the third. So encouraged by others, you proceed. This experience motivates you to also help others, which will result in a fruitful cooperation. So, there may be a new, I'm hearing business venture for some of you guys, on, connecting with some people, some partnerships that might be, available to you in this season. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. Again, a meeting with a stranger could be important in regards to that. But again, don't lower your standards. Stay on what your target is. So this is kind of what our current energy is. And for the future going in, we have the Wanderer, and then for I Ching, we only read what this card is. The earth is full of people and places, and each has their individual history, tradition, freedom, limits, and destinations. The Wanderer roams without taking root. He tests and he visits, he collects impressions and information. While he does all of those things, he may stay for a while, but he continues to travel towards new destinations. You are especially vulnerable when you travel. You're not protected by a community or by what you know well. Therefore, the traveler needs to be careful and adapt in a friendly way. Keep a low profile with your opinions, and perhaps guard your passions. It is better to listen and learn what other people think. Again, that's that, just kind of gathering the information of the people around you. Perhaps this journey does not take place in the outside world, but in your inner realms. Desires lure you, and new ideas and needs start to bloom. A situation may have become so unbearable, wow, that it needs to be changed. Again, that's that very stubborn energy, unwilling to change. Wherever your journey may lead you, remain steadfast in your integrity. It is the lighthouse in this sea of the unexplored. So that, kind of tells us a little bit of the, current energy towards the future energy. And I'm lastly going to take a few tarot cards to see if we can clarify our overall situation for the this eclipse season. And if you have enjoyed, oh my goodness, open these upside down. If you've enjoyed this so far, do like and subscribe. I do plan on doing this a lot more often, but I'm trying to make sure I do this in a way that doesn't completely burn me out too. So if you hit the subscribe button, you will know exactly when my next reading will return. All right, so I'm hearing these four. So let's see what we have here. They're all upright, okay? So, Devil card. So again, remember there's that lurking, that mischief. Oh my gosh, and I put it there, right there with the mischief. In that wilderness. So that wilderness feeling is coming from a space where you may not necessarily be connected to your true self yet. You may be so aligned with your false self, those limiting beliefs that, you may have been told in childhood, that you may not be able to see past them. You see that they're holding on to these little ones here, and it feels like, something's grasped you, but traditionally, especially with the Devil card, one of the biggest things to know is that you again hold the key to getting out of the cage that you have put yourself in. Those bonds that you have are pretty loose, as you can see. I'm like, there's not really holding on to them very well. But you can get out of this. It's just going to take some conscious effort to do that. Okay. Emperor. So you've got some Emperor energy on there. You can see the sun rising. There's some really great energy. This I'm hearing, take control of your life. You know the path that you're supposed to go with. If you think of an emperor, they have this vast kingdom, right? And they have a vision and a goal for that kingdom. I'm hearing claim that. Claim what you have as a vision and take the steps forward for it. Oh my gosh, the world, how amazing. So the world, it means that, again, if you're going forward with all of this, you're going to have some amazing things happen. The exciting event, the great happiness, it's there for you. I'm hearing that at the end of this eclipse season, you're going to feel like $1 million, you're really starting to move forward in those things. Again, you've got some instruction on what to do, and it's going to be based off of that, and it's keeping yourself grounded and your heart open, but it's looking really great. And again, 3 of Cups. So there is a partnership of some kind that is on the way for you, whether that is, connecting with friends, whether it's creating a business, really I'm feeling that family. I'm feeling that sense of family. And, there's sometimes where, sometimes our chosen family feels even better. But it looks like this eclipse season has got a lot going on for us. But again, thank you so much for being here. And if you really liked this reading that I did for you, please like and subscribe. I do this all for you. Again, this is for the collective 111. Remember that I love you. Know that God, Source, all that is, loves you so very much, and that we're all in this together.